I'm a Unity dev swapping to Godot, but before I talk about that, let's really quickly recap Unity's mistakes. Unity announced a change in their pricing that means devs will be charged per install. Biggest issue is that we don't even earn anything per install, and though reinstalls won't count allegedly, installing on new devices will, so angry customers and trolls can tank indie dev income by making a bunch of virtual machines and installing 1,000 times. Guarantee there will be farms that do this. Rust, the game, already has a hack that's been developed that will have a similar effect. They're very vague on how they won't allow install bombing to happen. Because they won't say how, we can't trust it. Games on Game Pass and similar subscriptions apparently won't cost the dev, instead the host will pay it, which just means Unity games won't be allowed on Game Pass or likes because there'll be huge money sinks for the owners. It's also a huge issue that they did anything like this. They've set the precedent now that they can and will happily increase prices, even retroactively to games already on the market. That's astonishingly dangerous and in poor faith. Speaking of poor faith, Unity also removed the GitHub repository that tracked terms of service changes just before the announcement. In the previous terms of service, there was a clause that states devs could use previous terms that were in place when that version of Unity they were using came out. This removal is what allows them to retroactively charge all devs. There are a few more, including vague communication and almost insider trading concepts, but that's the gist of what will actually affect devs and what we need to consider. So now for my end. I've used Unity for years now, on and off. Always struggled with commitment, but damn it, I've been trying to make a game. I've worked on asset packs, large game projects, I studied it in uni, and made a couple bigger games with a team there, and since then I've been doing a lot of individual things, trying to get my wheels off the ground. While I was working on a project, making a game in a week every other week, had some footage done, made one of them, was working on another, but I don't think I'll be committing to Unity anymore. So, starting next week, I'll be working on my devlog as I learn Godot, and then properly make some games in it. My weakness has always been coding, only learning what's necessary. Looks like I'll really have to jump into it for this. For anyone else interested, Humble Bundle currently has a bundle of tutorials for Godot that I was told about after I made the switch. And after that, I recommend to the channel Mizizizis. I'm so sorry if that's not how you'd say it, and his fabulous Udemy tutorials. He's a fantastic game dev with a great devlog series, and he uses Godot for everything. Except for art, where he uses Blend. Woo. I'll be reading up on some documentation this week, working on some tutorials, and sharing my experience next week. And then, it's game design time, baby.